welcome to your messages for the week. These are your messages for the week beginning Sunday, the 5th of November, 2023. So for those of you in the UK, have a fantastic bonfire night. I'm originally from Lewes in Sussex, in East Sussex, and they go very OTT on bonfire night. So it's one of the times that I really miss my hometown. So sending lots and lots and lots of love this weekend. Okay, so if you haven't already seen the messages for the month of November, link in the description, video in the end screen, about not making the darkness wrong. This could be misunderstood, of course, if you're looking at it from a particular perspective. Obviously, in the matrix, in the physical world that we view ourselves in, there is right and wrong, and there's behavior which is to be preferred and not preferred, and there is behavior that is to be encouraged and not behavior not to be encouraged, obviously. And the people, the perpetrators, obviously learn through their unconscious behavior as much as victims learn through theirs, through the unconscious behavior of whoever. Just wanted to clear that up because some people misinterpret the viewpoint that we're coming in at. But, you know, we're taking it to another level. We're understanding how we create our own reality. And I'm going to put a link in the description and the video in the end screen in my recent addition to the Lessons in Awakening on my channel, number 18, There Is Only You. I'm bringing it back to that. These are quantum truths. This is all about understanding how the universe works and understanding how you work as an energy being and how we create our reality. It's so important that we understand that. From a soul level, we have chosen it all. Yes, the horrible things. We have chosen the horrible things. Why have we chosen the horrible things? Because it's all about evolution, and our souls know that we evolve and grow more readily through suffering. So we choose our suffering for the purpose of growing. And we also co-create with our soul families to create that suffering, which is why sometimes those closest to us give us the most grief, quite literally, right? But also on a soul level, your perpetrators, the perpetrators in your life, that's the word we're going to use, the people that have hurt you the most or violated you or what have you, on a soul level, they're your soul family because you've grown from it. It's like Bernie Siegel says in his book, Love, Medicine and Miracles. When you experience an emotional trauma, you will grow. Whether you grow spiritually or whether you grow a tumor, the choice is yours. And that is the whole point, that we grow spiritually through our trauma. Some people don't, but we have the opportunity to, and that's what it's all about. And that's the point. So therefore, the more mature souls, or however you want to view it, or the star seeds definitely coming in, understand this on a soul level and have chosen the most adversity. That's why some people can just plod on in life, just have little adversity here and there, a little bit of growth. And some people have got like the whole shebang going on. And that's because on a soul level, you know that you have the opportunity to grow and evolve through emotional trauma, and that's why you've chosen this path. And that's why we have something called destiny. So it's about understanding that when you look at it from that perspective. Now, it's not about whether it's true or not. Some people can't get their head around the soul level stuff. That's fine. So look at it from another perspective, that we get to choose our beliefs. The emotions that we feel and the suffering that we feel is attached to our thinking. If we think we were the victim, if we think we were hurt, if we think we were wronged, that's going to create our suffering. Whereas we can choose our thinking. And if we choose to believe that there's a blessing in all of the trauma, there is a silver lining to every cloud. If we choose to believe that, that already alleviates a lot of that suffering, doesn't it? Just by choosing to look at it a different way. So whether you believe it or not, let's just forget whether it's true or not, or just focus on the fact that when you believe the soul level situation going on, or if you choose to believe that there are blessings in all of your trauma, and that on some level, you know, you've chosen it, or even if you don't believe that, but understanding that you're growing and making yourself stronger and moving forward on your divine path, and that in itself is a blessing. If you focus on that, can you feel the suffering going? You can feel the relief of suffering. You can feel it alleviating, can you not? And so that's the whole point, because then that will raise your frequency. Because this suffering, the energy of suffering is low. You're in a contracted state. And you can't evolve when you're in a contracted state. So it doesn't really matter what you believe, but doesn't it make sense to choose a belief that's going to relieve the suffering? No, I don't know why I've gone off on that one. I actually thought when I pressed record that I didn't have much to say before the cards, but it looks like I did. 3 cards have come out, they're face down. I have no idea what they are. But I do quickly want to mention, I'm going to put a link in the description to the homepage of my website, where you can see the poster about my upcoming online Learn to Read Tarot course. So it's going to be on 3 Mondays in a row throughout December. It will be starting at 7 o'clock Spanish time, which means that it will be about lunchtime in the States, obviously 6 o'clock in the UK. The sessions will be recorded, so if you miss one, you will always get the recording, you'll be able to catch up. The recordings are really valuable because there's so much content that you'll be able to look back over it in your own time and make your own notes and keep that forever once you've downloaded the recording. I'm really excited about it. I've done a few talks on tarot, and anyone that knows me knows that I get really excited about that. But it's so difficult to fit so much in to just a one-off talk. So I wanted to do a comprehensive course. 3 sessions of like 2.5 hours, could be more the way I talk. Really, you know, comprehensive, covering everything that I can think of to do with reading tarot. Obviously, you're going to want to get yourself a tarot deck beforehand. Check out the poster on the homepage of my website at deborahjamesarmsworth.com, and let me know through the website if you would like a place on that course. Exciting times, huh? Exciting times. Let's have a look and see what the first card is. I love it. It's a death card. I mean, obviously this is following on from what I've just said. There's a reason why I went off on that. You can't have more suffering than death, can you? The number of people that I know now or have heard of having near-death experiences. So let's go back to what I was saying about on a soul level, we've chosen it. The more advanced souls have chosen the most adversity. The most adversity will be a near-death experience. When people come back from a near-death experience, they come back completely a different person. So let's mention Anita Morjani, of course, who wrote the fantastic book, Dying to Be Me. I mean, the one thing she comes out with all the time now is just don't fear. Fear not, fear not, fear not. Fear not is the most common word that Jesus said in the Bible, apparently. So they come back completely different, seeing the world from a completely different place. But even the most spiritual, I'm putting that in inverted commas, of course, but we've got Byron Katie had a massive breakdown. Eckhart Tolle was apparently homeless, sleeping on a bench somewhere, I don't know. You hear about these people having near-death experiences or severe trauma, you know, like we were talking about. But that's where the greatest transformation is. So the death card is the card that is the most transformation. It's definitely, it's beginnings and endings. It's also Scorpio, and we're in Scorpio season now, right? And Scorpio is known for being endings and beginnings. You can't have an ending without a beginning. So endings of things are always to be celebrated, even if they hurt, even if you've got heartache and you don't want something to end. We know that change is the only constant. We know that if we stay trying not to change things, the universe will give us a massive kick up the backside and we'll end up with a tower card moment. So we have to flow with the change. Again, let's choose our beliefs and let's choose to believe that the universe is taking us to a better and better and better and better place every time, because our frequency is rising and we're in the time of a great awakening. So you're going to a better situation where there's more love, more joy, more peace, more harmony, things falling into place, more alignment, more expression of your divinity, more abundance on every level. That's where we're going. That's where we are. And look at your life. Look back at your life. It's just getting better and better and better. And the more you view your traumas as blessings and start asking yourself, why did I create this? Why did I create this? Ask yourself that. Be open-minded. Open your mind to the infinite possibilities and to the belief that you have possibly created your own adversity for the purpose of evolving. Then you can start looking, where is this taking me? What am I learning? How am I growing? Perfect, isn't it? It's perfect. Let's start looking at the adversity like that and looking at in the world around us. You know, this isn't right, that isn't right. No, it isn't in the world around us. There are things going on that we do not perceive as being right. But on the other hand, let's step back from the right and wrong. This was the message for November, so I'm not surprised we're touching on it again, but this is our first full week in November. Okay, so we're stepping back from this right and wrong. We're looking at it from a higher level of consciousness. There is no right and wrong. There is just creation. There is just creation. So without judging it, because this is what it's really about. It's about not judging things. Because if you're not judging things as right and wrong, then all you're doing is observing and evolving without all the suffering. The suffering comes when we view things as wrong. If we can view the wrong as a wake-up call, you know, that could be a harsh call for some people. But if we can view the wrongdoings as a wake-up call, and look at the world around you, it's happening like that. There's a lot of wrongdoing, and it's waking us up. It's waking us up to the power of our own energy. It's waking us up to what's really going on in the world. It's waking us up to being sovereign and not letting other people control our life or our energy, not letting other people take our power. And this death card is also about the death of the ego, the death of your resistance, the death of the old way of thinking, the death of the old way of doing things, the death of that paradigm that says that we have to chase money, we have to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, you know, that you know, people that are wrong need to be punished. You know, it's like everyone's creating their own karma. We don't have to punish other people. Everyone is creating their own reality and therefore experiencing their own karma. So just leave it to them. They will create their own karma through their own actions. Every action has an equal and opposite force. Okay, so basically, a cause and effect, or however you want to look at it, that's one of the 7 Hermetic principles. People will always receive their own karma. That's a universal law. We don't have to interfere with that. We don't have to interfere with that. Just focus on the karma that you're creating for yourself. What goes around comes around. What you know, we reap what we sow and all of that. So let's just look at it from your perspective in the reality that you're creating. Okay, stay in your lane. That's what one of my friends always say. Just stay in your lane. Observe the other lanes, but stay in your lane. Unless it's the middle lane on the motorway, because that will wind my husband up. Death card. Fantastic. I love the way that this starts like this because we're in Scorpio season. Now, if we weren't in Scorpio season, this is the Scorpio card. You know, obviously the death card can symbolize physical death. And of course, there are people, you know, choosing to leave their physical bodies at this time. That's one of the biggest adversities as well, isn't it? Losing our loved ones. Again, if we choose to believe that they're still with us in a non-physical form, that might alleviate some suffering. But yeah, it's part of the suffering which we're growing from. Horses are positive movement forward. But the fact that we're in Scorpio, and this is a Scorpio card, makes me think that this is the end of something that needs to end. It's the end of something that needs to end. And you might not know where the new beginning is. You might not know where the new beginning is. No, so you're feeling a little bit of lack going on. Feeling a little bit of lack. This is like, they're not very healthy. This is a scarcity card. This is the scarcity card. And the one that's come up with it is the 8 of Swords, which is the limiting beliefs. So the scarcity can only be created in physical form if you're thinking scarcity thoughts. It's only her thoughts that are blocking her from her goals in life. The castle represents your goals in life. She's tied herself up in knots, but it's only her creating her reality. So she's creating her own restrictions. Where are you creating your own restrictions? Where are you creating your own restrictions? That's what this card is saying. And she can't see that it's all okay, but she's got herself in this is self-doubt, this is believing other people, this is believing the narrative going on in the world. You know, I can't do this, I can't, you know, this is wrong, this is all self-inflicted suffering. Our suffering comes from our thinking. And we get to choose our thoughts. Right, I'm going to put a video, one of my videos is called How to Detach from Your Thoughts. I think that's an important one. Link in the description, video in the end screen. I'm going to pull one more card because see what's happening, and I literally just said this before I turned those two over. Something's ending and the new beginning hasn't come in yet. So you're in limbo. That's why we've got this, because you can't see what's happening. So you're just focusing on the information that you have now. So there is a scarcity going on now. There are limiting beliefs and thoughts with suffering attached that's going on because you can't see where the next step is coming. This is where trust is important. Trust in the process of life. It's a beautiful affirmation. I trust in the process of life. We have to walk away from what isn't working before we can embrace something new. And we just need to trust and have faith in that process. Because why would you be, see, horses are positive movement forward, remember, and there is a new dawn there in the background. And we know that good things come from adversity. And we've already said that things get better and better and better. You know you're not going to go backwards. Why would the universe be pushing you in a certain direction? Why is your adversity helping you grow in a certain direction? And it might not be a direction that you want because your thoughts are all about, you know, this is what, oh, well, I can't do that because I'm identified as something else. You know, that's not my job. Well, your job can change. Oh, I don't live in the right place. Well, you can move house. You can move countries. You know, I don't have enough money. Well, you might win the premium bonds or the lottery, or someone might die and you will have an inheritance, or, you know, or maybe things suddenly get cheaper for you and the expenses are not so much. Maybe people want to donate to you. You know, we have to be open. There's infinite possibilities in the all that is, but we can only fathom such a limited amount. which is based on our own experience, and our experience has been one of scarcity and suffering. So we can't fathom the miracles that are available to us. We have to believe in miracles. Oh my goodness me, that came up recently, didn't it? We have to believe in it all to bring it in. I am going to pull one more card as a clarifier, just to see what's going on. So can we have some information or some guidance about the new beginnings? We are at the beginning now of Scorpio, I guess, or maybe not so much, but beginning of November. So what new beginnings are coming in from this ending? We've got something ending. Wow. I don't know if you saw that. Look, it just literally, the card didn't just come out, it flipped over and went back in. Look, did you see that? I love the way it works. Who doesn't want to study tarot with me? Come on, tap into your witchiness. Look, oh, it's the sun. Oh my goodness me. It's the sun. It's the light. Who is the light? You are the light. It's the light, it's the sun, it's beautiful. There's a horse there, positive movement forward. You've got the rebirth, the new beginning, the happiness of the sunflowers, the spiritual guidance of the sun. This is like the most spiritual guidance. The sun is the light. You are the light. Trust in you, trust in your light, trust in the guidance that you're getting. Oh my goodness me. I mean, what better clarification? There's the light. You are the light. Ask yourself the question, why would you be guided to go somewhere? Why would you be guided to do something? Why would you be guided to move away from whatever this is? Okay, this could be like your ego telling you that you can't do something, you know, and this is you caught up in that egoic suffering and focusing on, oh, but I don't have all the things I don't have. You know what I'm going to say now, don't you? Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Come on, let's do it together. Let's close our eyes, drop your shoulders, your back is beautiful and straight. Take a deep breath down to the belly. Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more, including faith and trust and love. You ready? Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Because you are the light, you are the power, you are the life force, you are the whole universe in one human being. You are the abundance. I am ready and willing to allow my abundance to flow through me. I am ready and willing to allow my abundance to flow through me. One more time. I am ready and willing to allow my abundance to flow through me. That is your abundance of health, happiness, joy, financial security, and love. I nearly missed out love. You are the love. You are the light. You are it all. You are all of it. Can you believe that now? Believe that you are it all. You are the whole universe in one human being. You are all the abundance you ever needed. You are all the love you ever wanted. Everything you've ever wanted or needed, you already are. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic week. See you in the next video. Bye for now.